Hello and welcome to another computer build. Today we'll be looking at a gaming computer that can at least run Battlefield 3 at 30 frames per second. Although before we start, this was requested by a user, although he did not specify if it would be running on ultra or high settings. Luckily it seems to be able to actually get above, just slightly above 30 frames per second on ultra on some Battlefield 3 maps. And on any of the bigger maps you can just go down to higher settings and you'll be above 30 FPS easily. So yeah, if that may be more than you're bargaining for, but there you go. So first off, there is the i5-25K. It's an old faithful CPU, not really old though, but especially when it comes to gaming it performs really well, so that's why it's been chosen, and it doesn't cost you too much. To call it, you can probably guess because this is a semi-budget build, is the Hyper Evo. 2-on-2. Again, it doesn't really break the bank, whilst it will keep your CPU cold, and that's what it does best, seeing as that's what it's really meant to do. Whatever. For the motherboard, we have an ASRock B75MGL Micro. Yeah, that's a mouthful. It's a MicroATX motherboard, nothing really special about it. It will support all the components and it will work. There's not too much to ask from it. It's inexpensive and it will just do everything which it needs to do, so there we go. The memory which we will be using will be 8GB of Mushkin Blackline memory at 1600 MHz. It's some nice ramification. Its speeds, okay, nothing really great about this speed, but it's a good reliable brand, and 8GB is really all you're ever going to need for games nowadays. And you just can't go wrong with Mushkin RAM. It's cheaper than some other brands, and it's, as I said, really reliable. I think I said that at least. Now, the storage we shall be having will be a 1TB Western Digital hard drive. Yeah, that's really not very exciting. It will store your games, programs and OS, because, you know, that's what it's meant to do. Yeah, there's nothing special about it. If you really want more storage, you can go for a 2TB version. Don't know the exact price off the top of my head. I guess that's going to be another £40, maybe £30. I don't know. But yeah, this will be all you really need, as long as you don't go, I need all the games in the world. Now for the graphics card. It's a Sapphire 7770. It's a nice graphics card for what it is, and you can get easily over 30 frames per second in Battlefield 3 and other games. And it's not expensive. That's good old Radeon for you, but I'm not going to be getting into that argument. So there we go. It's an excellent graphics card. It surpasses what you really needed, but it's wonderful. For the case, there's the Fractal Design Core 1000, which is a micro mini ATX case, and it's good for how much it costs, and your stuffs will fit in there. Not much else really to say about it, other than it's made by Fractal Design, so it's built well. So there we go. And for the power supply, we have a nice 450W XFX 80 Plus Bronze certified power supply. XFX is a good brand for power supplies, I find, usually, and it's really reliable, and 450W is all you need, and because it's bronze certified and built by all these words, XFX, it won't spontaneously combust, so that's why it's really been chosen. There's too many people which just cheap out on the power supply and then it crashes and burns quite literally. And now, as always, that's the base price on the screen, which is about £503 by this point. That's mainly because also I haven't included the operating system, and I never do that because I just like to let you go to your own devices. Now, I don't encourage it, but you never know. You may be a pirate from the higher seas, or you may go out and buy the disc for, say, Windows 7 or Windows 8, which is about £80, I believe. Or you may go off and download Windows 7 and then buy a products key off of an online sort of like products key website. That's usually about £25, if I remember. Goddamn words. If I remember correctly. Or I don't know. Is Battlefield 3 on Linux? I really need to know these things. Oh goddamn it! I need Linux. Anyway, this has been a computer build video to create a £510 computer that can play Battlefield 3 at 30 FPS. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you want more, subscribe, or it will rain hamsters.